Good morning, everybody. Day 13 has arrived, and this is one of my favorite days and one of my favorite meals. I like this meal because it's easy. It's easy to it's fast. Like if you come home, you're coming home late from somewhere. As long as you've got some really nice dry tofu ready to go, this is so fast. And it's not that hard to draw out this kind of tofu. I got me some really good springy tofu here. So seriously, so pretend like we just got home from someplace. We got minutes, everybody's hungry, everybody wants to eat right now. Mom, we're starving. This is the perfect one. So cut your tofu into little chunks, or strips, or tear it into just pieces. It's all up to you on this. I mean, this is some really dry tofu. Dry. I had no idea. The good thing about it being this dry, it's going to suck up all the liquids I'm fixing to use on it. So that's going to be cool. This is one of my very favorite. This is one of the first tofu recipes I learned to make. Okay, so on the ingredient or on the list, it says to use soy sauce, chili oil, chili sauce paste, whatever it's called, depends on where you're at, and some pea milk or other plant-based milk. And you're just going to create just a little wetness for this because you have to get them wet so they'll hold on to the dry spices. Before I do that though, because I don't want them in the wetness too long, to get my dry spices together. So for me, I keep it simple. You guys know my favorites. Some garlic powder. I love smoked paprika. I buy it in bulk. I love it that much. I feel like I have to have it all the time. A nutritional yeast just makes everything taste better. There's something about this combination, guys, that reminds me of Doritos. I used to love Doritos back in the day. It used to be one of my favorite things. It's so funny because I don't even know if I could eat stuff like that now. I haven't ate those kind of processed foods in so long. I'm actually making more of this than I thought I might need because if I have extra, I can just put it in a jar and save it. But I wasn't sure. It looks like a lot of tofu in that bowl. So I'm just going to mix up my dusting stuff. Because I've done this so often, I know I want it to be kind of a reddish color, reddish pink color. All right. So take my tofu. I have some liquid made from that stuff I made the other night. I'm going to use this liquid. I'm going to toss this around just to get it soaking up a little bit of that moisture. I mainly want the moisture on the outside, not the inside. I'm going to toss it directly, put it straight, as soon as I get it wet, put it over into my dry stuff. Like I said, I'm not trying to soak it, just getting it damp. Okay. Now, I try not to do this with my hands, and I try not to stir it with a weapon. Tool, not a weapon. I don't know why I call these. So you're just going to kind of bounce it around in here. If you need a little more dry stuff, just put it on at this point. Especially nutritional Nucci. Okay, once everything's coated, take it to your air fryer or your oven. All right. I've already got my heater heating up over here, my little thingy. Okay, this is my meal one today. I went and picked greens from my garden. And the last of my little bit of asparagus here for my steamed veggies. And it says 1 cup of any steamed, roasted, or sauteed veggies. These will be steamed, protein toast, and your greens for breakfast, or your first meal. And this is the only thing I have for the second meal, and because the way I eat it, I just throw this tofu on top of my greens, and that's the way I eat it. If you wanted more substance with this meal, add in leftovers, add in more veggies. You guys know the drill, right? Steam some veggies, roast them, stir fry them, whatever you want to do. That's how you fill in around the main things that I'm giving you. Okay, so this is going to be simple. You're just going to add in some more liquid. I've got garlic here because I always have garlic here. If nothing else, I have it to cook my greens with, but whatever. I literally get up every morning and chop up at least 5 cloves of garlic every single day. I make my coffee, chop my garlic. It's like a thing. It's like a thing, right? Okay, that tofu is going to take, should take over 5 minutes or so, but we'll see. Let me see if anybody's even on here, if you guys have any questions. Because the only way I can tell is if I do it through the, through my phone. There we are live. Ooh, there's a comment. Good morning, Robin. How are you today? And I see that we have one more person here. I can't see who that is, but Robin is watching. Yay, Robin. So Robin, you will also be getting a special email from me. Be expecting that within the next couple days. Tomorrow is our final food prep day, and it's also our day for Zoom for our closing boot camp. So I hope that you will be there, and I hope that I hope everybody will be there. But those of you who really got involved with this, I really hope that you guys will show up for the closing ceremony. Have fun. Have a fun day on that day. So the only bugs I have in my garden so far this year, I mean, literally nothing has been ate. I have tomatoes growing, onions growing, plenty. The only thing that's been chewed on at all is the greens, and only certain ones of them. I mean, because like, look, other ones are perfect. No holes, no nothing. This one's right next to this one in the same thing, and apparently they really like this kind of kill, but they don't seem to like the collard green, which is fine with me. But then again, they don't like this kind of kale either. They don't seem to want to chew on the chard. It's just that one green for some reason. But you know what? If that one green keeps them happy and they chew the shit out of just one leaf off every plant or so, I'm okay with that. I'm perfectly fine with helping feed the environment or feeding our ecosystem. I have 3 strawberry patches now. Strawberries in every patch, not a single one has had one bite out of it. I'm like, what? I don't know if that means that I'm doing a really good job with my garden, I'm just in a really good area for my garden, or all my shit is poisonous. I can't quite figure that out. Ooh, toasting up nicely. A few more minutes of that and that will be ready. So I hope you guys have learned stuff in here. I hope you got a lot out of it. I hope you realize that it does not have to take an arm and a leg, you know, other than the curry day, which I apologize for. That was so over the top. But other than that day, I hope I've kept everything simple, doable, and things that you guys can, you know, add into your own lives in an easy way. And that was the whole point of this. You know, it's really funny because it's not like you guys needed me to tell you to eat your greens and eat your lemon and your avocado stuff every day. I tell you that, all that stuff in the group. The big group, we have all that information. But there is a difference in seeing how somebody incorporates this into their lifestyle. The difference is, you know, that normally if I'm not doing boot camp, I'm not going to make everything for both meals at one time first thing in the morning. I'm not going to get up at 5 a.m. and do that. But at the same time, when I do get up, which is usually around 7:30, something like that, I'm going to get my garlic ready, because I always do. My greens will be picked from the garden and cleaned and sitting over by the stove. And around 11:45, I'll chop up my greens and get them ready to stir fry or to saute. I'll get whatever else is on the list ready, so that I'm ready to have my first meal by noon. If I'm even going to have my first meal by noon. There's times I'm out running around, or I'm working in the garden, or I start a project that I just can't stop right then. So I may not eat until 1 or 2 o'clock. If I don't eat until 1 or 2 o'clock, I very seldom will have my second meal, because I'm not hungry, you know, and my stomach's still kind of got enough food in there. So I don't always eat the second meal, but if I usually have the first meal by the noon hour, then at 4 o'clock I'm ready for my second meal. And I usually start my second meal about 15-20 minutes before I'm ready to have it, because I've usually got whatever it is. Like, if I know that I'm having tofu the next day, I take tofu out of the freezer, I put it in the fridge, and it's ready, or it's getting ready. If I know I'm having something that's like a 2-day type of a thing to make, I'm getting ready for it. If I save all my seasons or stems and ends for 1 whole week in the refrigerator or in a jar like this is actually how I kind of like to keep them, in a jar. If I do that, then I will automatically know that I'm going to be making chili or something, because that's just how I do it. Love this air fryer. I love it. how toasty and roasty these are. Aren't those look good? Okay, we're going to pour some of our sauce into the pot. It's a hot pan today. We're pouring our tofu. Toss it around there so it can get soft. So you have to cook the liquid off. You don't want it to stay liquidy. And if you have your pan nice and hot the way you're supposed to, then yes, it will cook off really fast. Doesn't that look good? So wish you guys could smell this. So wish you could smell it. Smells marvelous. And then when I'm ready to serve this, I throw a few sesame seeds on it. I throw a little bit of green scallions, green onions on it. And that's how I serve it. Like I said, over the top of the greens usually. Yummy and easy. And I think that was it for today, wasn't it? It really was. Tomorrow we have protein toast with cinnamon tomorrow. That's my favorite. And stuffed portobellos. I don't know if you guys like stuffed portobellos or stuffed anything. I love stuffed everything. So that's going to be a good one. Okay, that's it, guys. Turn that off. Let it just cool down naturally. Here, let me give you guys a shot of this. The money shot. It's delicious. I promise you're going to love it. Okay, that's it. Day 13 is done. Look how easy this was. I have all my meals done for the day. The rest of the day is going to be spent in the garden. I've got to finish shampooing I'm in the middle of shampooing our dining room, the carpet. I've been doing a little patchy today. It's a big dining room. I'm going to finish that today because we have company coming next Tuesday. So yeah, between shampooing that, taking care of the stuff, the videos and stuff, and the garden, I'm going to be busy all day. So, ciao everybody. See you guys tomorrow.